everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet. My plushies are for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Due to the graphic and disturbing nature of the crimes discussed, listener discretion is advised.
Hello, fellow criminals. No, we're not starting like that. If I sound different today, that's because my allergies are kicking my ass. I just took some Dayquil, so we'll see if I spruce up during this episode. And this is actually a sequel to... Oh, sorry, I'm assuming you bring that up.
I do.
Hello, fellow criminals. Oh, God, I'm not saying that. Okay. I am AJ Carey, reading the amazing script by my sister, Sam Rossi. Previously on Killing 15 Minutes, we started the case of the West Memphis 3. We have the crime, we have dismissed suspects, and now we are starting to get into the rotting meat of the case being built. The case is stalled until a local waitress named Vicky Hutchinson. Hutchinson told police she had suspected the killings were cult-related, and that she was willing to play detective. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Keep reading.
It appeared she had already started her own investigation. Her connection with a 17-year-old Jesse Miskelly Jr., who sometimes babysat her kids and mowed her lawn, might give her the opportunity to get to know Damien Eccles. Hutchison told authorities that Miss Kelly, who had a 72 IQ, told her about Eccles, his friend who drank blood and stuff. WMPD told her to go for it. Hutchinson asked Miss Kelly to arrange an introduction to Damien, who she said she would like to go out with. Jesse agreed and shortly brought Damien over to the Hutchinson's house. The story that was told to police went like this: that on May 19th, she and Jesse were driven by Damien in a red Ford Escort to an Esbat. The hell's an Esbat?
I believe it didn't say it in the next. It didn't say in parentheses.
No.
Oh, it's a witch's Sabbath, basically.
Oh, cool.
They went to a witch's party.
In a field outside of town where she encountered 10 young people, each with faces and arms painted black, stripping off their clothes and touching each other. So she went to an orgy?
Keep reading.
She claimed those participating in the orgy used nicknames like Spider, Snake, and Lucifer. Offended by the naked activity, Hutchison, according to her story, asked Damien to drive her back home, which he did, leaving Jesse at the orgy. On May 27th, Vicky Hutchinson and her 8-year-old son, Aaron, met with detectives. While Vicky shared her story about the Esbet, Aaron told authorities that he and the 3 murdered boys often visited Robin Hood Hills woods together, and that on one visit to the woods he saw 5 men sitting in a circle chanting and doing what men and ladies do. On June 2nd, West Memphis police polygraphed Vicky Hutchinson. WMPD really enjoyed and trusted polygraphs. Most law enforcement at the time did. Polygraph administrator Bill Durham reported that Hutchinson was telling the truth. The biggest lie and inaccuracy that many had found was Damien did not have a car and no one can remember him driving. Ever. That is a very big discrepancy there.
Very much so, yes.
Sort of like when people are like, well, you were drunk. No, I wasn't. I don't drink. Sorry, that was...
Yes.
Was that too personal?
I don't know.
On June 2nd, oh wait, we already did that. On June 3rd, police brought Jesse for an interrogation with police. However, as a minor, he was supposed to have his parents present. Police had only permission to bring him to the station, not question him. So, They start with explaining how with that said, police start questioning him, trying to explain how if he knew anything, he could receive $35,000. He was polygraphed. Jesse initially denied participation in either satanic rituals or the murder. Detective Durham tells another officer Jesse is lying his ass off. He was told that he failed the polygraph test. He was interrogated for roughly 12 hours. Only 2 segments, totaling 46 minutes, were recorded. Okay. At that point, Jesse was repeating back what the officers wanted to hear. As any person would do, it has been found that many interrogation methods can lead to false confessions. According to Jesse, he did not understand his Miranda rights. The Arkansas Supreme Court would later, in 1996, Jesse did understand his Miranda rights. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
In the taped confession, Jesse states that while in Robin Hood Woods with Damian Eccles and Jesse Baldwin, he watched Eccles hit Chris Byers in the head with his fist and bruise him up all real bad. And then Jesse turned around and hit Steve Branch. And then the other one took off. Michael Moore took off running. So I chased him and grabbed him and held him until they got there, and then I left. Jesus Christ. By 10:30 p.m., Damien, Jesse, and Jason were arrested on June 3rd, charging them with 3 counts of capital murder. At a press conference the next morning, held to announce the arrest, Gary Gitchell is asked how confident he felt about his case on a 1 to 10 scale. Gitchell answered, 11. They were assigned lawyers 3 days later. On June 9th, the police re-interviewed 8-year-old Aaron Hutchinson, who now tells them that he witnesses the actual murder of the 3 boys. The kid doesn't give correct details, and it sounds like he was coached on what to say. Now, no matter how outrageous the story was, Gitchell was pleased because he now had a second eyewitness to the Robin Hood Hills murders. On August 4th, 1993, Judge David Burnett presided on the pre-trial hearing in Marion, Arkansas. He ruled that Jesse would be tried separately from Damien and Jason. He also ruled that Jesse's confession would be admissible, despite the defense's objection and logical reasons why the confession was forced. He also ruled that the 3 young men were going to be charged as adults. Well, of course they were. On November 10th, Judge Burnett ruled that Jesse will be tried in Corning, Arkansas in January, while Damien and Jason would be tried in Jonesboro, being set for February. November 17th saw divers hired by Arkansas State Police searching the lake behind the trailer park both Damien and Jason lived in. They found a 9-inch serrated knife in the water about 50 yards away from the trailer. On January 18th, 1994, the jury selection began for Jesse's trial. 7 women and 5 men were selected. The high number of women showed that they were playing into the maternal instincts. It is something Sam would do, so it makes sense to her.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it makes sense on a legal level that if you want a conviction, go for the emotion.
Especially when the case is all circumstantial.
Not even circumstantial. John Fogelman delivered the opening statement for the prosecution, telling how they will prove that the confession was not fully true since Jesse kept limiting his involvement and that he was misremembering some details. Fogelman said that the proof is going to show that this defendant was an accomplice to Damien Eccles and Jason Baldwin in the commission of those horrifying murders. Sam is already yelling at the computer.
Yep, I was yelling at a computer.
Defense lawyer Dan Stidham said that the prosecution of his client was the result of tremendous pressure for arrest in this case, and that Damien Eccles' tunnel vision of investigators that existed from day one, arguing that Jesse's so-called confession came when interrogators broke his will and scared him beyond all measure. That's the opening statement, and we will cut for a break and give you another episode next week about the West Memphis 3. I'm assuming their trial mostly.
Yes.
And probably about how these cops kind of fucked up horribly.
Yep. Don't forget the prosecution. They're up next, too.
Oh, the prosecution.
Yep.
So what do you think, Sam? Do you think they did it?
I know somebody did it. But do I think they did it? No.
No,
I've never thought they did it.
No, I'm assuming, and this is just me assuming, because of your opening from last week,
Yeah.
that eventually we find out that they didn't do it?
Correct.
Okay. And that it really shows the bungling of cops who go, nah, I don't like the creepy kid. Being a weird kid does not equal being a murderer.
No, this week.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes the creepy kid is the murderer.
Not wrong. But then you get, the creepy kid is just the loner that wants to be left alone. Using the creepy persona to limit people contact.
My question for Hutchinson chick, Vicky. How the hell do you get 10 people? You know how hard it is to even just get a three-way going? How the fuck hard do you think it is to get an orgy going?
Oh my god, I gotta send you that.
I beg your pardon?
Hold on.
I'm just saying, it's one of those things where it's like, her major thing is, yes, he drove us, even though he doesn't have a car, apparently. So, there were 10 people in the woods, and then that's 13 people. Cool. Oh, wow, it's a bacchanal? Cool. How the hell do you get 10 people together anymore? Maybe it's just me in the 2025s. Because, I mean, I had times where it was, 5, 6 friends or whatnot.
Right.
But in fucking West Memphis, Arkansas,
yeah.
Hey, we're going to be doing this blood ritual in the woods. There's going to be...
questions. Somebody gonna see you.
Like we've gone to, bonfires that had, many dozens of people.
Yeah. Did I know all of them? In high school, I kind of did.
Well, yeah, but we went to school in a very similar thing.
We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. So
but at the same time, those bonfires never were coordinated to the extent of, okay, we're all going to dress up and we're all going to have sex.
Yeah, no.
We're all going to do the thing that men and women do.
Yeah, no.
Granted, they usually did turn into...
Yeah, that's a different story, though.
But that's not... It's like...
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. It's not. It's the, hey, I need 6 people to make a D&D group with, and, hey, I went to a party and met some people.
Yeah.
It's very easy to be like, hey, we went to this social gathering of a bonfire.
And I met a couple of people. I think they might be friends.
Shit like that. But it's another thing to be like, I need 10 people to do this very specific thing.
I can't even get 10 people to like a post anymore.
True that. I know this one's a little shorter than usual. Yeah, especially when we do multi-parters, because usually they range over, but I'm sick.
It's okay, I'm just finishing up part 3.
And that should be the week of Halloween.
Halloween week, yes. Alright, y'all. I'm Sam Rossi.
I'm AJ Carey.
Later, y'all. Take your antihistamines.
Keep on carrying on.
C-A-I-E.
Right.
Because
Carry On Productions.